So the third book is called The Truth About Garden Remedies, What Works and What Doesn't. First of all, this book is so hilarious. It's written with light humor, and it really pokes at a lot of the, let me call them myths, of these home remedies that you get for dealing with different challenges in the garden. But the writer is an associate professor at the University of Minnesota, and he holds a master's degree in entomology and a PhD in horticulture. And so this is somebody who knows what he's talking about, number one. Number two is, if you go through the book, he seems to have the author has tested quite a lot of the remedies, and and just demystified or debunked whichever don't work. So this is a really good book if you want to, if you're doing organic gardening, and you're curious about the right remedies for your plants. For example, an interesting one that he debunked is pouring salt on snails. Not all plants will take that really well. So you could be, whilst it will get rid of the snails for sure, you could be harming your plants. So it's really good to fully understand why you're doing what you're doing. Why you're taking certain methods to deal with challenges within the garden. It's a good resource for that purpose, because it debunks a lot of the myths, and challenges you to really think why. Question why am I doing what I'm doing? First of all, understand why do I have the challenge before just throwing a a solution to it, a homemade thing which you just go cook up and decide, let me just throw because somebody else has done it. Not all soils are the same, not all plants are the same, not all challenges are addressed the same way. So it's a good one to go through and to understand. The only thing that I would say is, at least in my view, is that it doesn't then give you an outright solution. Well, I guess that is how organic gardening works. There's no one size fits all approach towards addressing particular challenges, but and so maybe in that light I can fully appreciate and I can fully understand, but then it talks about observation, which is a very key element of organic gardening. You really should observe your environment, even if it's indoors, wherever it is that you're doing, whether you're gardening in potted plants or out in the garden. You really need to observe the environment and observe how your actions and how the environment is contributing towards the growth of your plants, and let that inform you of your next decisions. So a lot of times you'll find, especially with indoor plants, the leaves, maybe they start to turn yellow, and you think that, oh, it's a nutrient deficiency. For some plants, it is a watering inconsistency. For example, like pothos, if your watering is so inconsistent, it's like, what are you doing? So then the leaves, some of the symptoms of it complaining about that is the leaves start to turn yellow. It's not a nutrient deficiency, per se. So those are just some of the things where you've got to appreciate and look and say, why am I doing what I'm doing? And so this is a good resource to go to for that. So I hope I have helped. There are so many amazing resources out there, a lot of amazing books. So I hope to be able to, as I continue just going through some of the books, to go through and talk about some more. But yeah, so what are your favorite books? What resources have you come through, have you encountered that you can share and help other people out there on any other topics relating to the garden, either gardening itself or using the plants out there? So yeah, please share your experiences, share your books, your favorite books, and let's all read and garden together.